Welcome back to Fujitsu Forum TV, where we continue to bring you live and exclusive coverage from Media Day at Forum 18. It's a bit of a party atmosphere going on here now. There's some music in the background. We're entertaining the business and trade media as they start to discover the key challenges that are being influenced by innovation and technology. There's an exhibition hall downstairs that'll be open tomorrow where they'll be able to get hands-on with the very examples. Digital transformation, it's key to delivering on business success. Helping to enable and expedite digital transformation is Agile and DevOps. Joining me now to understand about the two technologies and their roles are Ellie Thieker and Beth Ward. Thank you both for taking time out to join us. Can you explain a bit more about the context? Specifically, what challenges and pressures are customers facing that Agile and DevOps deliver on?
Yeah, so hi CJ. To begin with, I'd say that at Fujitsu we realise that application transformation in general is critical. You know, it's a business imperative. Application estates today are just no longer fit for purpose for the business needs that we're seeing for tomorrow. Both large, medium, even small organisations have got such a wide variety of different applications within their estates. You know, they've got new apps, they've got old apps, they've got apps that sort of fall in between there. And it's critical that we're having a look at those applications and making sure that they're fit for purpose. The ways that we're doing that, or the issues that we're seeing, is that, you know, legacy application transformation is just no longer fit for purpose. Slow-paced, long-term projects are just not delivering the business value that they need to. So in order to combat that, we're moving towards new ways of working to try and speed up digital transformation within our customers.
What's holding organisations back from being more agile?
I think the crucial thing that's holding them back is, simply put, culture. Agile and DevOps, they're actually not even technologies or tools, they're ways of working. And what that means is, in order to implement them effectively, you're going to have to see a very, very big organisational and cultural shift, and that's really what's holding people back. The organisations that have implemented Agile most successfully, so people like Spotify, they've done it from the ground up. It's much, much easier. In a more established organisation, they're going to have existing practices which they're going to have to completely change, and that's the difficult part.
So I suppose you're balancing behaviour change then with people that are used to ways of working,
Exactly.
whereas if you go ground up, it embeds it in the DNA of the business.
Absolutely, and also in a more established organisation, you're going to have to retrain some of those people. They're going to be working in a new way, in a different kind of team. There's a different structure, there's different roles. So you don't necessarily have to get rid of anyone. That's not the case at all. It's just a simple case of that retraining and being used to that new way of doing things.
Yeah.
So is that a fundamental difference? Is that what an organisation that embraces these practices, is that what it looks like? Is that the biggest change, or are there others?
Yeah, so an organisation that's using Agile, you know, top to bottom very, very effectively, you're going to see very small teams, no more than 9 people. They're going to be working very autonomously, they're going to be self-governing, they're not going to have somebody looking over their shoulder. They're still reporting lines, but it's not that kind of micromanagement that you might see in older organisations. What you're also going to be seeing is those teams, they're going to be working in 2 to 4 week increments, and they're going to be, at the end of those 2 to 4 weeks, delivering something every single time to their customer. So whether that's somebody external or somebody within the business, that person that they're delivering to is seeing value much, much quicker. And that's one of the great things about Agile.
What about how it's impacting customers? I mean, we know Fujitsu, you're working with a lot of customers to make this a reality. What are you seeing? What are the benefits?
I'd say, so in general, we realise that it's our mission to help customers on this journey. If we don't help them and support them, then they're going to be stuck. You know, it can be argued that organisations are actually paralysed in their position. If they don't move forward, they're not going to be able to maintain market position or even accelerate market position. And I think, touching on what Beth was discussing before, you know, around culture, we've had first-hand experience of this, because culture is something that we've had to challenge ourselves with internally in order to make sure that we know, you know, the changes that need to be made in order to drive this different way of working and implement it into our customers, because we've done it ourselves. In terms of the benefits, I'd say main benefits that we've seen is that with our customers, we're able to move much quicker and in a more agile fashion. You know, we can adapt faster, we can deliver projects much quicker. We're not having to sit and wait until the end of a project to realise where it's gone wrong. We're failing fast, and we're learning as we go to make sure that anything we do going forward is the most efficient way as possible, and there's no time wasted as such.
One of the other benefits we see is actually increased employee satisfaction as well as that customer satisfaction. Employee satisfaction tends to go up because they're being encouraged to work in a much more collaborative and a communicative way than they have been previously. So we also see that benefit as well.
If the employee satisfaction part interests you, tomorrow morning there are 2 interviews with the Workplace Anywhere team. There's some really nice insight that they're sharing around what employees want to see from technology and how it's going to deliver a better work-life balance. I think some of that's going to dovetail with some of your points here. You guys have got a breakout session happening here, haven't you? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we've got a breakout session at midday tomorrow, so if anybody's around, feel free to come join us. It's going to be a really interesting session where we touch on, again, why application transformation in general is critical. We look at positive disruption, because obviously disruption is happening everywhere. So how can we utilise that disruption and make it into something great, you know, and see the challenges and turn them into opportunities. We've also got a customer speaking with us from the Environment Agency, and they're going to talk about firsthand how they've seen the work with Fujitsu and the collaboration that we've done in order to drive benefits within their business as well.
Final question. A lot of business leaders watching this. This content's going out to an awful lot of boardrooms. If you had one message around Agile and DevOps, what would it be?
I think my main message is that it is something different, and that can be scary, but it can actually enable you to do things that you didn't previously think possible. One of our customers in the UK retail sector, we've recently done a project with them where we've used agile ways of working in a marketing project, something that they had actually tried to do over a 2-year program and not really got anywhere at all. Wow. We've just flown with that for 2 or 3 months now, and we're already seeing improvements and benefits. So it is a new way of working, but it can really help move you forwards where you've previously been stuck.
Yeah. I think just to add to that, I think it's really important to emphasise that at Fujitsu we realise that application transformation is an end-to-end solution. You know, it's not one thing, it's multiple things. But the key thing is that we're doing it in a different way, and we're utilising Agile, we're utilising DevOps, continuous integration, continuous delivery, a variety of different new ways of working in order to drive a different service. But the key to all of those different ways of working is culture. If you can crack the culture, then you can pretty much almost deliver anything, because once you've got the business behind you and, you know, the support of everybody, then it's much easier to move in an agile fashion and make a change.
Absolutely.
Well, if you're here in Munich, you might want to get yourself along to that breakout session. Thank you very much for your time. I should say, for the benefit of those watching on Forum TV who aren't in Munich, if you've got questions for either Beth or Ellie, drop us a note via the social channels. We'll facilitate an introduction so you can put your questions to them. Still plenty more to come on Fujitsu Forum TV. Up next, somewhere between 5:30 and 5:40. Speaking to Duncan Tate, the EMEA head of region. He's got his keynote tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the opening address that he's delivering with President Tanaka. Co-creation for success is the theme of Fujitsu Forum 18. It's also the theme of his keynote. We're going to be pressing him to spill the beans on some stuff ahead of 11 o'clock. So if you want a sneak preview and you want to understand why co-creation is something the boardrooms absolutely must be looking at, join us at 5:30, and we hope to give you some insight that will move things forward. Now, tomorrow morning, we're on air from 8:50. We're bringing you a whole host of interviews tomorrow, 2 keynotes. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be worth joining into Fujitsu Forum TV. Hopefully, we see you tomorrow. Take care.